Hello everyone, hello again everyone, Genghis here, and today I've got a rather awesome bachat game for you. Now first of all I want to excuse myself for not uploading a video today, kind of breaking with my routine, but yeah, I guess I was busy otherwise. Anyway, we are on Sand River. It's a defense game, or assault mode, we have to defend. And yeah, this is always a really interesting map in defense mode, in my opinion, or in assault mode, because it can really go both ways, and like the team deployment is much more important than player skill, at least in my opinion. Luckily for me, there is no RT. Luckily for me, well, for one, because RT is not going to focus me, but also because honestly on this map it's really hard to attack some positions without RT. For example, just tanks standing here, hold down, are really hard to penetrate, especially if it's like good hold down tanks like I7s or something. And RT can work them down rather easily because they are immobile. But, well, you know, when there's no RT. Anyway, I'm going into this bush at the beginning. It allows me to spot all of these tanks and to spot all of this area. And I can also be cheeky and try and get off a couple shots. Trying to go for the IS-4, but I decided that with this gun it's gonna be really hard to like really do a lot to him. I saw that 704, but so yeah, that's why I went away basically from the rock. But then I saw he was not looking at me, so I went back up and tried shooting him twice, but I guess one of the shots missed. Anyway, I wait till I'm unspotted, and I go back into the bush, respot the enemies here. Now yeah, sadly there's no RT. I mean, still saying it's good, but right now it's kind of sad because I'm spotting a couple tanks, and no one's really there to shoot them. But whatever. I've got a couple tanks with me on my side. An E75 Aluv and an E50 directly with me, as well as a 215B Conqueror and I3 behind me. That's good. Now this IS-4 moves up, I immediately fall back. One thing I really want to point out, which is really important here, is to keep this rock between you and the hill. Now right now I'm not doing that because I saw the IS-4 shoot and show me his side, and as he can be a really annoying tank to deal with here if he goes so down, I decided to take the risk and just clip him. And as you saw, I just did 1855 damage to the I-4. He well, I detracked him with every shot. He repaired in between using his repair kit, but I retracked him right after, so he basically wasted his repair kit on top. So that's really good news. And I managed to take out, nearly all the health out of one of the enemy tier 10 heavies. So that's always a good thing, I guess. Now this T-32, I don't want to go at him as long as the Object 704 is covering him. So I'm going to try and use these bushes here to shoot the 704 without getting spotted. I'm moving up really carefully because I don't want to get shot at by hill, for example. I'm not spotting him, so I was about to move into the bush, but then he gets spotted. I get spotted too, but I just take the risk to shoot him, as he doesn't really seem to be aiming at me. And right now I've got 2 shots left, I don't really know what to do. Yeah. Just move up here, spot that I3 up there at 420 meters, which just shows you how good my view range crew is really. I mean, I have a great crew, I have coffee, I have optics, so yeah. Heavy tanks are gonna get spotted at nearly max range or even max range. With max range I mean 445 meters, which is the highest possible distance you can spot enemies at in this game, due to the engine. How the way the engine works. So yeah. So if you ever see an enemy which is more than 445 meters away, and you are spotted, then you know that someone else is spotting you and it's not him. Now I just decided to go up here and use this hill, because by now there are no enemies left. I knew I was going to eat a shot there, but I just decided to go with it. I knew there were no enemies here, and I was basically safe from any enemies here. They would have a really hard time shooting me because I'm such a low profile target, such a flat tank basically. So yeah, I just decided that I can't miss out an opportunity to put out 5 shots penetrating. And I had a really easy time pinning that IS-7 from above, either in the side or in the engine deck. Right now I'm just spotting that IS-3. I get spotted, I don't really know by what, so I go forward, but as he's not aiming for me, and there don't appear to be any other hill snipers, I'll just stay up after all. So yeah, I managed to put 2 shots into him. I was about to take a blind shot, but then I decided to not waste my shots. As you can notice, I've only got 8 shots left overall, 3 in this clip, and well, 5 more. I'm trying to use this ridgeline and this hill to shoot those guys, but I'm having gun depression problems. I see the VKB side right here, and I really want to go for it because that tank is really hard to penetrate. I basically don't have a chance of penetrating him from the front without gold, and I don't have any gold in this tank, so yeah. Sadly, that last shot bounced, and I honestly have no idea how. I managed to bounce on the VK side. I mean, the frontal armor is incredibly good, like retardedly good, but the side armor is kind of shit normally. But whatever. Now, as you probably noticed by now, this game was not really a hard carry, which is normally what I show you on this YouTube channel. But I just wanted to show it to you anyway, because I do manage to get a rather awesome damage output. One more thing, I mean, the reason I actually ran out of ammo in this game in the end, no surprise anymore that that's gonna happen. That was kind of a knock shot, by the way. If you're shooting an STI in the side, you want to shoot for the lower part. And I got lucky there putting him in fire. And now there's an IS-4 left on 1 shot, and I have no ammunition left. But yeah, because I managed to do a rather awesome damage output, and even if I didn't do a hard carry, I felt like I could have, at least on my flank, because I was doing some nice work using these bushes, clearing out this area, spotting what was coming here at the beginning, which is really important because, for example, if I would have been alone and I saw a couple tanks coming, I would have run. If I would have seen very few tanks coming, while I had support, I would have been more aggressive, etc, etc. So, let's have a look at the post-game stats. Now, as you see, I got a Mastery Badge, which is not too surprising, a High Caliber, which is not too surprising, a Tank Sniper, which is actually rather rare in a bachat, just because the gun is... it's good, but, you know, it's not the most accurate, it's not the most high pen. And the aim time is rather bad also, so if you take a couple snapshots you're gonna miss a lot. And like 5 useless medals, which I don't even care about. If we have a look at the team stats, I ended up doing 8,529 damage and 5 kills, and managed to get 2,165 spotting damage in the process. I would have spotted a lot more, I feel, if there was artillery in the game, or if the enemies would have pushed more and we had TDs in the back. But the way the game just happened to go, I didn't, there wasn't much to spot for me. I think I probably spotted a lot on the IS-3. That would be like my guess. But if I'm not wrong, there's no way to see it from the replay. Oh yes, okay, I spotted 530 on the IS-3, 700 on the IS-7. Oh, yeah, I tracked the IS-7, exactly, that's it. And I guess I tracked the STI? No, not really. Tiger 2. Spotted the Tiger 2 at the beginning for someone in the back. That's interesting. But yeah, I shot 30 shots, of which 26 hit, of which 26 penetrated. I mean, okay, it was a rather low tier game, but I always managed to get the enemies in side armor. I really managed to get like positive engagement all the time, where I was sure to penetrate all my shots, whereas the enemies didn't really have a chance to run away. Like that I-7, even if he was falling back, he couldn't fall back fast enough before I finished emptying my clip on him. Same with the IS-4, I just kept him perma-tracked by going out really aggressively, so there wouldn't be a chance of him just going back and me going forward a bit more and stuff. I just went out aggressively, knew he was reloading right now, and perma-tracked him, without really leaving him a chance to run. I kind of kept that going all game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. I'm not going to talk about this too much. And yeah, see you tomorrow. And of course, remember to leave me a like, a follow, a subscribe, a follow on YouTube. And maybe share this video with your friends. And tell me if you actually enjoyed this video in the comments, or if you think it was just me boringly damage padding. See you next time. Bye bye, Gang is here.